All right, guys, tonight we're going to do a video where we focus on counting the hands. That will mean when we're on defense, we're going to try and count declare's hand pattern. And when we are declaring a hand, we are going to try to count one specific defender's hand, because if we know one defender's hand, then we actually know the other one. So it's easier to focus on just one instead of two. And normally what will happen is you start with the hand that you know more cards in. Okay, and that just is the easiest way to do it for me. Before we start, I want to go over the convention card that I'll be using tonight. I'm playing with Henry Ehrenhaft. Henry and I have been playing for about 10 years, once a month or something maybe. Maybe we haven't always played that frequently, but now we play on first Tuesdays. And he is a fun partner to play with, very thoughtful. So it's going to be pretty similar to the video last week we made playing with Alex. We pretty much take what our partner does and go to the bank with it. So, like the better your partner is and the more you have played with them, the more there's a level of trust there. And that's always a good thing to have, especially on defense, I would say. So we'll go to the convention card that I have set up for us. I actually just filled this out. I'm not 100% sure of some of the stuff we're playing. And in fact, you'll see here in the chat, I've asked him what fancy transfer things are we doing. And he says if we overcall, the next player passes or doubles. All right, so here is the card that we will be playing. It's pretty basic. It's a 15 to 17 no trump with 2/1 as game forcing. We play inverted minors. We play a Flannery 2-diamond opening. So if we open 2 diamonds, that's actually a minimum-ish opening hand, something like 10 to 15 points with 5 hearts and 4 spades. And we play it somewhat ironically, somewhat as an homage to the older days of bridge, and also because the 5 heart 4 spade hand is one that's difficult to describe using standard methods because you don't have enough to reverse, right? And things get sticky after a heart and no trump sometimes. So we play Flannery. We play the transfer advances thing. I'll talk about those if they come up. We play Capoletti over there, no trump. We play equal level conversion doubles. That's another little slightly fancy thing I'll talk about if it comes up. And we play Rusino leads. Rusino honor leads at trick 1, which means that we kind of lead the flip side of standard. Like we have ace, king, we'll lead the king. King, queen, we lead the queen in most situations. There are some exceptions to that. Again, I'll talk about them if they come up. We play standard count, standard attitude. And one thing that Henry is really insistent on, and I have no reason to fight him on it, and it's always fun to have, slightly different partnership flavors, depending on who you're playing with, is that we give count at trick 1. Okay, so the idea there is that we're going to be playing a low card if we have an odd number and a high card if we have an even number. Now, if we need to play a high card for the purposes of either winning the trick or promoting partners holding, that takes precedence. But in situations where we can afford to, we give count at trick 1. And yeah, I think that goes over our card. I'll start the video back up again when we start hand 1. And again, the focus tonight is count one person at the table's hand. And I'll keep track of how well I do on this game. I'll get a little index card going here. And some other things we can think about is like, what does the opening lead mean? And how many points, like how strong does partner's hand rate to be when we're on defense? All right, see you guys in a few minutes for the start of the Tuesday night, December 1st game. All right, away we go. Here's hand 1. We're playing this round against Dorian Ross and Susan Gilbert. We are in 4th chair, white on white. And we have a balanced 7 count. So as soon as this 1 diamond bid is made, I'm basically mentally placing 4 diamonds on my left. The only case that would not be true is if left-hand opponent has specifically 4-4 in the majors with 3 diamonds and 2 clubs. That's the only shape that people generally open a diamond on, with only 3 of them. And the partner couldn't overcall a diamond. We've got no hand to act with, so probably we're just going to sit here. And it looks like they found a 4-4 spade fit. South, of course, might have more than 4 spades. I need to start thinking about an opening lead. I'm going to lead my clubs, and we talked about that Rusino thing. the opening lead is going to be the queen of clubs. Partner will be able to tell that I have the king from this lead and not the ace. Okay, so what we know about South's hand at this point is she has a pretty bad hand because she didn't accept the invite. She has 4 spades. So I would initially think like 4 spades and 6 high card points. Partner's going to give us count here. The other thing is she probably doesn't have 4 hearts because I imagine if she had 5 spades, she might have driven this in. And if she had 4 of both majors, she would have bit a heart before a spade since she bit 4 card suits up the line. That's a little bit of an educated guess because it's possible she has 5 spades. Doing a point count check in the dummy, that's 19. That's actually too big a hand for this auction. Like this hand, she did 4 spades. All right, so partner shows up with the ace of clubs. The only missing cards are the king, jack of spades, ace of diamonds, jack of hearts. The jack of clubs. Is it possible that I'm supposed to give him a rough here? Yeah, I guess it's possible. It would be weird that he is leading another club back and forcing me to win if that's the case, but yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Again, like even if the Claire's got the 10 of clubs here, it doesn't. I'm not blowing anything. Trick she has anyway. So far, we know Claire has 4 spades and 2 clubs. And it looks like only 1 diamond, because if partner had the singleton ace of diamonds, he probably would have laid it down and then let a club to me. Claire followed with the 9 of clubs in the second round too, so unless she's false carding, she doesn't have more than 3 clubs. So maybe she actually does have 5 spades, 4 hearts, a diamond, and 3 clubs. In fact, gun to my head, that's what I would be guessing now. And it looks like she's just probably got the king, jack of spades and the jack of hearts. Those are the only high cards that are missing. And she did come up with a response over a diamond. So she's just going to have the rest of the tricks here. I'm guessing 5 spades, 4 hearts, 1 diamond, 3 clubs. And like in my mind, this and partner follows with the jack of spades there. In my mind, this is the number I've got: 5, 4, 1, 3. That's what's up here right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and claim for her. And yep, we were right. 5, 4, 1, 3. So 1 for 1 on our game. All right, this time we have an 8 count with 4-4-1 shape. So we got a better marker. We have perfect shape for the takeout double, but not enough points. And again, we're probably just going to be out of this. And we're mentally assigning South 4 diamonds. So again, like I'm just trying to figure out what this 4-digit number is. And right now it's question mark, 4 plus question mark. She comes back with 2 diamonds. That really ought to be 6 diamonds. Sometimes people do it with 5. She definitely doesn't have 4 spades, and she definitely doesn't have 4 hearts. Also, like a minimalish type hand because she didn't do anything exciting there. She made a non-forcing rebate of 2 diamonds. So responder comes into play with a new suit here. That should definitely be forcing. Probably natural. South persists with diamonds. At this point, I'm pretty tempted to put her with like 7 diamonds. And really no support for hearts or spades. Probably not a great club stopper because, you know, she bypassed the opportunity to bid 3 now. And I would bet that she's roughing clubs in this dummy. So I'm going to lead a club here on a couple of different ideas. First of all, if they actually have like the ace queen of clubs, they may have missed 3 no trump here. And second of all, excuse me, I'm leading a trump, I think. Let's see. Yeah, let's lead a trump. And the dummy just has a 3 no trump bid, I guess. But we'll see what happens here. But initially, I'm guessing that Declare has 7 diamonds to the king, queen, and a couple of more cards. Okay, we know she's got the 9 of diamonds now because partner played the jack and the 10 was in the dummy. We're going to keep parity with the dummy, so our first pitch is going to be a club. We like clubs, so our first pitch would be the 7. Diamond, we proceed with that plan. Partner plays the 7. And we'll know now, probably if she draws another round of trump, she only had 6. If she abandons trump, she probably had 7 diamonds. Partner's going to give us a count card here. That's the 5. And that tends to be from a doubleton 5-3, I would think, which would give Declare ace, queen, 3rd of spades to go with 7 diamonds. We got to worry about our tricks going away right now. So it's time to shift to hearts. Or shift to the jack, top of the sequence. We don't do the Rusino thing in the middle of the hand. The reason I'm placing partner with the 3 of spades or whichever spot card was missing is because, again, Declares usually aren't tricky with their spots. And she certainly played like she's got ace, queen, X. My partner certainly played like he had 5-3 doubleton. So it's looking like she just has the rest of the tricks here. If she does have 7 diamonds, ace of hearts, ace, queen, 3rd of spades. There's another diamond, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, partner wins the queen of diamonds, so she only had 6 diamonds. Partner played the 3 of clubs back. We played 3rd and 5th, so I imagine that she has 2 clubs to go with 3 spades, 6 diamonds, and 2 hearts. 3 of spades that we improvised. Got the 3 spades to go with the 6 diamonds. I imagine she's left herself another heart to get to the dummy with. Which is the club loser there. And she had 3 spades, 2 hearts, 6 diamonds, and 2 clubs. So we're 2 for 2 on this activity. And we're going to pause until round 2 starts. As soon as we find out how that works. Pause recording LP. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back. We're playing Aaron Popovich and Shafiq in round number 2. Shafiq's last name is Ismail, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to pass with our 10 balanced. All right, so partner's got 15 to 17 in one of the balanced shapes. We're probably going to be taking this hand off because it looks like partner's going to be declaring no matter what. We are going to force the game with this, and we are going to use Stamen to look for a 4-4 spade. But but I imagine we're taking the hand off. Okay, partner doesn't have a major, so we're just going to bid 3 no trump. And we'll go ahead and play the game where when he leads, we'll ask what that means. Generally, people lead 4th best against no trump. And sometimes you're able to tell by the size of the spot card if it's exactly 4. All right, this is dead air time. We'll be back for oh, they passed. So we will get to figure out what the opening lead means. He leads the 8 of clubs. That could be consistent with king, queen, 9, 8. I suppose we'll find out in a second when North either plays high or low. If she plays high, I'm tempted to think the 8's actually from something like 8 doubleton, and he's got stuff in the other suits that he doesn't want to lead away from. He wants to be passive against this auction quite often. So we'll kind of get a better guess here based on third hand's play as to what's going on. In the meantime, my partner has about 5 or 6 diamonds, about 2 or 3 hearts. We're lucky they didn't lead spades, probably. Okay, so it looks like the 8 was actually from like 8 doubleton or 8 thirds, something like that. In other words, like it doesn't really make sense that he would be leading from the king here. So, right, lead the 8 away from the king. I suppose if he had king, 9, 8 exactly, he could do that, but that'd be a weird lead. So I'm inclined to put North with the king of clubs, and we're going to take a break while partner takes over the stroke here. Okay, we're back for hand 4. Partner wrapped up 11 tricks and 3 no trump on 3. That looks to be a pretty good result. We have 10 balanced, and we're going to pass. Also, like I suggest that you know, the 25% of the time that you're the dummy, just completely zone out. You know, and that gives you more stamina to count the hands when you're involved in the defense or you're declaring a hand. All right, so 3 passes to my right-hand opponent. And he just passes it out. We have a real easy round. One thing I wanted to point out back on board 2, we can actually beat 5 diamonds. Well, it's my responsibility to beat 5 diamonds if anyone's going to. I thought that probably it was most likely that, you know, South had 7 diamonds to go with the 3 spades that we counted. And if she had the ace of hearts at that point, right, she would just have the rest of the tricks. So therefore, I operated under the assumption the partner had the ace of hearts. It turned out that not only did he not have the ace of hearts, but also we had a club trick coming if I shifted to it, and partner was actually the one with the missing master diamond. It just turned out that declare had happened to bid 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds on king empty 6. Not exactly my cup of tea, but that's what happened. And certainly, you know, there are layouts where the heart shift could have been right, not on that one, and we were duly punished on the score of 25%. We'll be back in a second for the start of round 3. All right, we're back for hand 5 here. We've got a 58% game going so far. That's a decent start. Playing Ann Petro and Rita Bauer this round. And on board 5, we are 4th to act white on red. We have a balanced 7 kill. We got to take last 2 boards off, once because we were dummy and once because we passed the handout. We went to get coffee and we're re-energized for boards 5 through 22. right, so West took a long time to open 2 clubs, so that gives me 2 guesses. Either she has some really big offensive hand that doesn't really meet the high card point requirement, she's worried about that, or she was just finishing whatever she had to do between rounds and it didn't mean anything. She was away from keyboard for a second. So what 2 hearts normally means here is 5+ hearts and a good suit, a positive response to 2 clubs. I am like a big believer in almost always bidding 2 diamonds. So when I bid something like 2 hearts in this situation, my style is that I have a really nice suit, like, you know, a suit that needs 1 card to fill it in. I would say that 97.5% of the time I bid 2 diamonds, even with a decent hand, especially if the values are scattered all over the place, as you don't need to rush on these 2 club auctions. This auction is actually one that is super difficult to navigate, where the 2 club opener rebids a minor, but they seem to have no problem here. They're just jumping to 4 now. And who knows what's going on. I'm inclined to put North with at least 6 diamonds, but that's about all we know right now. And South has, you know, probably 5 hearts, well, but I imagine that hand's going to be the dummy, and we're going to be defending a diamond slam. Okay, we're just jumping to 6 diamonds. Seems like the kind of weird bid that you might do if you had a void. And that would go on with our initial guess that maybe North is short on high cards here, but has freak distribution. So not a whole lot to go on here. North basically just says, I've got some crazy offensive hand with a bunch of diamonds. If you force me to guess, I would say 7 of them. All right, so there's some good cards out in the dummy, and we'll see what goes on. I believe that Rusino doesn't apply at the 6th level. I'm not sure that Henry and I are going to be on the same page on that. One card he definitely doesn't have is the Ace of Clubs. And be better safe than sorry here. We're going to go ahead and put up the Queen of Clubs, trick 1, in case he doesn't have the Jack. And I don't think he's supposed to have the Jack here. I think that we leave standard 6th level. And he will now know that I don't have the Jack if he's not looking at it, because if I had the Jack and the Queen, I would play the Jack. Actually, if I had the Jack and the Queen, I would have played small. Anyway. All right, so there's a club. We'll see if partner follows to this. And we're going to give suit preference by going up the line. So low cards first to indicate that we don't want spades played, basically. So partner does follow. That means declare had ace king 7th of diamonds, I imagine. And the ace 10, oh, excuse me, ace jack of clubs, we think. Oh, wow, he follows another diamond. So she's got ace king 10 6th of diamonds. And ace jack of clubs. That's 12 high card points. She really needs both aces to get to a 2 club. Okay, so she's got 6 diamonds and 1 club. Almost surely she's 3-3 in the majors. And so partner and I just weren't on the same page about which card we led at the 6th level. That's no big deal. My queen catered to both things that could be going on. All right, and soon we're going to know the whole count. Kind of got to assume she's got the rest of the tricks. She's playing like she doesn't have the ace of spades, though. So it was 6 diamonds, 3 hearts, a club. That leaves 3 spades. And she either has the rest of the tricks or we get the ace of spades, right? Because 2 of her losers are going away on the jack of hearts. If she doesn't have the ace of spades, that gives her ace, queen of hearts, ace of clubs, ace, king of diamonds. That's only a 17 count. Maybe she's got the jack of spades for 18, but that would also fall in line with my thinking she didn't really have her original 2 club bid. Perhaps that was the delay. She's got the ace of spades. Okay. And you can actually claim that as soon as I don't rough the opening lead. There's no distribution that's not going to lead to 13 tricks. So 6-3-3-1 with diamonds being the primary suit. We got that right with 3 for 3 on shapes so far. I don't know how our score is doing, but damn, I'm figuring out these shapes. We have 7 balanced to clear pass. One good thing about that last board for us, our opponents did get to a slam on 31 high card points, so that's sometimes not great, but they didn't get to 6 hearts or 6 no trump, which would score higher, so we may have some protection coming. All right, so we get 15 to 17 balanced on our left. Dummy says she's got an invite. We're going to find out, you know, what North thinks about her range. She's evaluating her hand in context of 15 to 17. I'm curious here, how's this 1390 doing? Actually, no one bid 6 hearts. There are a couple of 6 no's and even a 7 no trump. So our 1390 right now is slightly below average. All right, she passes, and I got to think that this is going to rule out the 17s. So when we see 9 in the dummy and 15 or 16 with Declare, because she declined the invitation, that gives the offense 24-25, gives the defense 15-16. I have 7. That means partner has 8 or 9. And he led the 3 of spades, 4th best. We're looking at the 2. That means Declare has a doubleton spade, most likely. And she went ahead and played the queen at trick 1. What can I figure out about that? Not necessarily anything. What do we say? 6, 7, 9, 15 or 16. I have 7. Partner is 8 or 9. It's probably best to go ahead and put up the king here. It's possible that this will lose. Let's see if Declare has the ace of spades and the 10 of spades. Do that. Partner's probably got the ace of spades. We're just going to return our 4th best. So again, 15 or 16, we had 7. Partner's got 8 or 9, and we know that the ace of spades is 4 of them now. So we know outside the ace of spades, partner has 4 or 5 points. We know that Declare started with a doubleton spade. I'm going to go ahead and give him suit preference 6 here, which is basically just I haven't got anything in hearts. He played the 8, which should mean something also. Declare pitches a heart, so these clubs are probably running. I'm going to play low just to give odd count. Oh, maybe partner does have the ace of clubs. He's going to duck for the time being. And if Declare only has 2 of these, she's going to be shut off the dummy if her clubs are jack 3rd. And we don't know if that ace was forced there or partner held it up till the second round to wait until Declare was exhausted of clubs. And now partner really doesn't have any room for any more high cards. Okay, the jack is all he can have, and we see all the jacks. So he is out of high card points at this point. Declare has the rest of those. And hopefully she doesn't have another club left, and we just come to our king of diamonds in the end. But this is looking like 2 spades, 4 hearts, hopefully 2 clubs and 5 diamonds. There's the 4th heart. She does have the long club, so they're just not claiming. So 3 clubs, doubleton, spade, 4 hearts, and 4 diamonds on this one. And that's what she's got. We are 4 for 4 so far. And we'll be back in a minute to count some more hands. All right, we're back for round 4. We got a 59% game going. We're playing this round against my mom and her friend, Carol and Rod. And we have 8 semi-balanced here, 6-3-2-2 shape. Okay, right-hand opponent opens a diamond. Again, we're going to mentally place her with 4 diamonds. We're not getting involved here. Okay, dummy bids 2 diamonds. It's not alerted, so who knows what's going on here. Could be 6 to 9, could be inverted that simply forgot to alert. If this passes back to us, we would bid 3 clubs. Now we're certainly going to bid some clubs. So I imagine if either of them has, I mean, I kind of find it hard to believe that partner made a takeout double with, okay, and there's the 3 diamond competition. So I imagine there's probably 5 diamonds on my left and 4 on my right, and partner something like 4-4-2-3 with a decent hand. We are not going to sell out to 3 diamonds here. Trying to figure out if there's anything better I can do than bid 4 clubs. I guess I could try double, but I think I'm just going to take out a takeout double and bid 4 clubs. Partner with the 4 heart bid, huh? Interesting. So I guess he's got maybe something like 4 spades, 5 hearts, and a doubleton in each minor. Either way, we're fine with 4 hearts. I'm assuming this is natural. Oh, wow, he had 5 hearts and 5 spades. All right, but we did find our 5-3 fit. He surmised that I must have a reasonable hand. Took me out of 4 clubs. That's good. See the jack of clubs opening lead, and it looks almost certainly like that's from Jack Doubleton or Jack Singleton. It doesn't have the queen because the queen, if she had the queen, she would have led the queen. Doesn't have the king because, you know, you wouldn't lead the jack from King Jack when the 10 is in the dummy. So always be asking yourself which cards you can place in the suit that was led. We'll take a break and come back for hand 8. All right, we're back for hand 8. Only got 4 minutes left on the clock, so we've got 15 with the 6-4 shape here. All right, so we're going to start estimating what North's got here. He purports to have a weak jump over call, which would normally be 6 hearts. If you had 7, especially if you're white, like you probably risk the 3 level. And not many people are adventuresome enough to bid 2 hearts on only 5 of them. And it just gets bounced to 4 hearts on my right. I think I'm just supposed to pass here. Partner couldn't make a takeout double of 2 hearts, which decreases the chances that we've got a spade fit. I imagine there's just a huge hand sitting on my right. And what we know about Declare's hand is that he's got 6 hearts. Oh wow, there's a 5 club bid from the ether. I'm going to leave this alone. I think if he wanted to show that he had a huge hand with clubs with diamond tolerance, 4 no trump is probably what would have been bid here. All right, and I get to take this hand off too. Got to take half the hands off so far. That's great. We'll be back for board 9. Okay, we're back for round 5, board 9. We didn't finish board 8 on time, and it's going to be interesting to see what the director does about that. My partner did have a safety play at that point for 11 tricks, so I think probably the right thing to do here is give him credit for 400, but we'll see. The video is not about that. We're playing Fred Gaines and Lee Lasky this round. North opens a spade and rebids 2 spades, so we're inclined to put North with 6 spades and a minimum type opening hand. We're also inclined to put South with fewer than 3 spades. So it looks like South just has a whole lot of clubs without many points. I'm looking at 3. My guess is 6.5 clubs for South, and probably almost surely 0 or 1 spade. All right, what does that mean about my opening lead? Sure as hell ain't leading spades or hearts. I really probably shouldn't lead trumps in case that picks up partner's trump holding, like the dummy has a void. So per force, I think we're leading a 3rd best diamond. We play 3rd and 5th best leads. All right, so dummy has 6 spades, 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, and a club. And we think that Declare almost surely has 6 or 7 clubs. All right, partner plays the 10, which is even count. And that would be consistent with either 4 or 6, probably, which means Declare either has 2 or 4 diamonds. Excuse me, that's not what that means. 1 or... losing my mind here. Okay, we now know that Declare, your partner had 5 diamonds. I'm really losing my mind. We know that partner had 4 diamonds, which means that Declare had 3. So I imagine what we'll see here is a trump shift. It's also possible, I guess, that partner just had king, queen, 10 and couldn't afford to give a count card. And we'll play low here from our spots to indicate that we prefer hearts to spades. Also, like, you could read this as just we have the other diamonds. Like, I've either led from a 4-card suit or a 2-card suit, the way he's seen it, because I started with my 3rd best and followed up with my 4th best. Soon we'll find out how many spades Declare has. Looks like 1. There goes the 3rd diamond. So it looks like a spade, 3 diamonds, and 3 hearts and 6 clubs, or maybe 2 hearts and 7 clubs. Partner plays the 8 of hearts. We're inclined to think that that means he has 4, which would give Declare 3, and therefore 6 clubs. So I think Declare had 1, 3, 3, 6. And he has remaining now 2 hearts and 5 trumps. Let's see. Jack 10, there's nothing we can do about that. Is there a way we can get partner in? Don't believe there is. So I just don't think anything I do at this point matters. Anyway, I think we've got the count here. It's 1, 3, 3, 6, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're wrapping up hand. We've got the rest of the tricks, and our 1, 3, 3, 6 guess was correct. So we're 5 for 5 on hand patterns so far tonight. Go us. We're playing this out for some reason. Seven, 8, 12, 15, 17 balance. Looks like we'll be opening a no trump if it's 2 passes to us. By the way, don't waste any mental energy on like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm not getting dealt any high cards tonight. Like, whenever I hear that sort of thing, I just know you're soft. All right. Get our no trump. And we might have our first chance to count the defender's hands tonight. This would be the first hand I declared, if we do in fact declare. Let's see, if partner invites, we would certainly have an accept since we have 17, but partner just drives it into 3-no, and we'll see if we can count one of the defender's hands here. This is almost an automatic lead a major auction. Right? I would always lead a major in this auction. Okay, so the 5 of spades is led. And we don't see the 4 and the 3. All right. So, looks like we have a spade and 3 clubs and 5 diamonds. Is there anything we can do about a 4-0 diamond break? If we started there, he would have Jack 10-7. There's nothing we can do about a 4-0. So, I mean, we're probably just not even going to count these hands because they have set up plenty of tricks. We're just going to take our tricks. I mean, we'll go through it here. The 5 of spades looks like it's from length, and we just don't know where the 4 and the 3 are. We're going to win the highest of equals here. We're going to cash the clubs first. And then we're just going to see how many diamonds we take, and then that's going to be the end of it. So kind of I've already shut my brain off here. There's no use to wait. There's no need to waste a lot of mental energy counting these hands because we're just going to take however many tricks we've got and then be done with it. All right, so we're actually going to... Well, that's interesting. North had 5 clubs because South is shown out on the second club. Again, it's not actionable, but it's kind of interesting. As soon as they both follow to this diamond, I'm just going to claim 5 tricks and refresh my water. All right, so we're going to claim our other 4 tricks. That's going to be the end of the hand. And I will be back with you guys for board 11. So actually, guys, look at the hand that North had to lead from here. He actually did prefer his 6-5-4-3 of a major to his Jack 10 fifth of clubs. So he's looks like he's probably the same kind of mind I am. The idea is it's so biased towards the opponents holding minor cards when they don't use stamen or transfer that against 1-no, 3-no, you're just basically always supposed to lead a major. Anyway, we are on to hand 11 and round 6 here. We have a 49% game going because we've rattled off about 4 rough boards in a row. This is Cobb and Kirby. We have a 7 count balanced. So they are playing a weak no trump, which means there's 11-14 on my left. And I believe that this partnership does not throw 5-card majors into the no trump opening. I would almost be sure of that. And we're never betting here. So South must have some sort of interesting hand here. Okay, transfer to diamonds. So it looks like South has at least 6 diamonds. Okay, so interesting. I wonder if 3 diamonds denied a maximum here. Anyway, we know that the dummy's got 6 diamonds and Declare has 11 to 14. We have 7, so there's 18 to 21 accounted for. And when we count the dummy, we'll figure out how many points the partner has. All right, so 10 in the dummy. 7 has 17. Partner has between 9 and 12. And the 9 lead shows the 10, and it might have the queen, might have the king, does not have the jack, because if he had jack 10, 9, he would have led the 10. So he definitely plays the jack of clubs with Declare. All right, anyway, on to this. We're going to give count. The jack and the 10 of clubs are the cards we know about so far. Partner's got the 10 because he led the 9, and we're playing Rusno. Declare's got the 10, and we're going to give count here. We have an even number of cards, so we play high-low. Looks like partner's got an even amount too, so either Declare had, that leaves Declare with an even amount, so either had 2 or he had 4. So we've located 5 of his 11 to 14. He's got the ace of hearts and the jack of clubs. Think of defense as just, it's detective work. You're trying to solve a mystery with the help of partner. And partner's, the way he can give clues to you is by legally following suit and all that nonsense. That's all it is. We're going to confirm that we had even count here by echoing with the 6. Partner plays another club. I imagine what's going on is that partner had, like if the 10 was 10, 9 and Claire had king, queen, jack, I imagine, well, that's not necessarily true. Yeah, I think if he had king, jack, wouldn't he just let this lead come in? I guess he doesn't really have any losers to pitch off the dummy. All right, so we confirm a doubleton heart with Declare. And no more than 3 diamonds. There's only 1 diamond outstanding, right? Dummy 6, we had 3. We've seen Declare show up with 2, and partner had 1. We know that Declare has at least 4 clubs because we haven't seen the jack yet. And he's either got the king or the queen with that, so he's actually got 5 clubs that we know about. We know he had a balanced shape. And he's got to have the ace of spades. He doesn't have a no trump opener without it. All right, so declare had 3 diamonds, 5 clubs, 2 hearts, and 3 spades. 3, 2, 3, 5. And he actually doesn't know that the spades are coming in yet, so he can't claim. Decided to play a spade to the ace and then a spade to the 10, we would actually get another trick. I doubt very much that he's going to do that. Anyway, we know his shape, 3, 2, 3, 5. And we know he's got the ace and a small spade left, along with honored doubleton, like either king jack of clubs or queen jack of clubs. And he's just bang the spades out from the top, and that'll work. Let's turn out he had queen jack 5th of clubs, queen 3rd of diamonds, ace and a heart, and ace 3rd of spades. You're just solving a mystery. It's just all detective work. And we got 6 for 6 on our patterns tonight. All right, we are going to open this a heart. 6-4 with a 12 count. So take out double on our left. I'm always going to start with the assumption that he is 4-4-4 in the other 3 suits with a singleton in my suit. Obviously, that doesn't have to be the case, but that's kind of like the average hand distribution he'll hold. That's the ideal for a takeout double, is singleton in their suit with 4 cards in each of the others. All right, partner bids a spade, so he's got at least 4 spades. I'm going to re-emphasize the hearts here with ace, queen, jack, 10, 6th. South was not forced to bid once East chimed in with a spade, so I'm tempted to put South with reasonable values here in a real diamond suit. And we have bid our hand. So, I'm guessing that South has something like, 7 points and 6 diamonds here. A partner comes to life with a 3 heart bid. I'm guessing that's on only a doubleton heart and a doubleton diamond. So I'm kind of guessing that the dummy's like 5-2-2-4. Oh, wow. 7-2-3-1. All right. The 4 of diamonds is led, and that is probably from 3. It's possible it's the 4-3 doubleton, but that's the only doubleton it could be. We have no reason to play high from the dummy with the 9 in our hand. And we're going to get rid of the 9 at trick 1 because they know we have that now. Like if I didn't have a card that touches the 10, I would have tried the 10 at trick 1. All right, so it looks like that's about all of South's hand is the ace, king of diamonds. North probably has the ace, queen of clubs, queen, jack of spades, and the king of hearts. Let's see. I think is there any way he doesn't have this? No, he's got the king of hearts. He followed to the spade. So spades were either, diamonds are definitely 3-5. Spades are either 4-1 or 3-2. Probably 4-1. Probably lefty has 4 spades and 3 diamonds. And probably a doubleton king of hearts, I would think. So I'm guessing that lefty's 4, 2, 3, 4. And we'll see how we did in a minute. All right. We never did get through with hand 12, but turned out that left-hand opponent was 3, 2, 3, 5 instead of the 4, 2, 3, 4 that we guessed. There's no reason to really count that as wrong. We didn't see through to the end of the hand. So we're still sitting at a perfect 6 for 6. Looks like North has at least 4 diamonds and partner has a takeout double of diamonds. No. We're just going to bid our cheapest 3-card suit here. I don't want to bid a no trump, but with so much space between a diamond and a no trump, I think a no trump really ought to show a better hand than what I've got with only 5 high cards. All right, partner with a 3 diamond bid. He's got to have some sort of huge hand here. And I do probably have a diamond stopper, so what I'm going to do is bid 3 no trump here. Remember, our range here includes some 0 high card point hands, right? Partner, we've not shown any values here. And in fact, we've denied as many as like about 9, like 8 would be the upper range here, because if we had more than that, we'd do something interesting in response to takeout double like we did in the video last week. So probably has a pretty big hand here. Let's see, 11, 15, 17, 18. We've got 5. 3 diamonds seems a little bit like an overbid here, but we'll see what we can do. King of clubs, jack of hearts, ace of spades is 8. Ace, king, queen of diamonds. We're missing 17. And the queen of diamonds certainly seems like it's consistent with a lead from the ace, king, queen. We imagine they're playing standard and we want him to keep on leading diamond. Oh my, so the queen might be from king, queen, 10, 9, I guess. Okay. 7, ace, 4. Cover this. Yeah, so that's, for anybody who doesn't know that one, that's kind of a trick. Well, not a trick, it's just a standard lead from king, queen, 10, 9 is to lead the queen, and partner's supposed to play the jack if she's got it, or give count. All right, we're going to pitch the spade. Probably the diamonds are 6-2. All right, so North had king, queen, 6th of diamonds. There's the 3 of clubs pitch. There is no reason to keep a spade still, is there? No. The clubs are probably coming in here. Either they are or they aren't, right? We know that the diamond count is 6-2. We see that South has pitched 2 clubs. So either that was from a doubleton or it was from king 4. All right, which leaves North with king X of clubs remaining. So 6 diamonds, 3 clubs. Going back to the auction, South never bid. So we don't know what the major suit holdings are, but we can just claim 7 tricks from here. So we learned the count of 2 suits. The other 2 suits never really came into play. And you know, moving on to board 14. Okay, on to hand 14. Right-hand opponent opens a heart. We're definitely preempting in diamonds here. You've heard me say that preempts, their efficiency goes down the more that the opponents know about each other's hands. So they're actually a little bit less effective over a major suit opening, just because a major suit opening is more defined than a minor suit opening. Be that as it may, my partner couldn't open the bidding. I have 7 diamonds and we're not vulnerable. So I'm just always bidding 3 diamonds with this, but just a quick side note. So lefty makes the negative double, which should be speaking about spades here. The righty rebids 3 hearts. That doesn't necessarily mean he's got 6 hearts. He just doesn't have a spade fit. He might be stuck for a bid and be bidding 3 hearts on a 5-card suit. So that, and we're going to lead our singleton. If your partner preempts and leads a side suit that's not trump, be very, very, very alert to the fact that that might be a singleton. All right, so dummy has 5 spades and a pretty good hand. All we know about Declare's hand so far is that he's got 5 hearts and an opening hand. It certainly looks like King X of spades. Partner gave us a low spade, which is odd. It's not 3 because that would give Declare 4 spades and he would have rebid spades. So looking like South has King X of spades to go with 5 hearts. I imagine he's going to rough a club and the dummy will get a count card on that. He's certainly playing like he has at least 2 clubs, and partner bid like he had at least 2 clubs. The 9 is even. That's most consistent with 6, which would give Declare 4. So we're looking at 2 spades, 5 hearts, and 4 clubs at this point. Partner probably doesn't have 8 clubs because he would have opened with some number of clubs, certainly not vulnerable. Oh, Declare gives me a rough. It's interesting. Is there any reason not to take this? Okay, so if we think that, and we also basically know he's not void in diamonds because he would have preferred to rough a diamond back to his hand if that were the case. So, and partner played the 5 of spades, which could be a suit preference signal. Let's see what we can figure out here. 2 spades, 5 hearts, 4 clubs would be consistent with 2 diamonds, and I need to play ace and a diamond. If he does have 6 hearts, 2 spades, that means he's got a singleton diamond, but that's fine. Could we need to stop roughs? We could. Ace of clubs, king of spades is 7. He's almost got to have the ace of hearts for 11. I'll leave him with 2 more hearts. I think we actually are going to play a trump here instead of trying to give partner a diamond rough. Partner follows to 1 heart, so that rules out Declarers having 7. So we either know 5 or 6 hearts to go with the 2 spades and 4 clubs. So now Declare has roughed with the jack of hearts. We can just pitch a diamond. I assume he's going to try and rough a club. That's fine. And now if partner's got the king of clubs, we're going to come to that trick. Also, let's see how he tries to get off the dummy here. If he plays a spade, he's going to uppercut himself. If he plays a diamond, we'll know what the diamond situation is, and therefore we'll know what the entire hand is. All right, so Declare showed up with a diamond, and that means he had 6 hearts, and he's just got the rest of the tricks. I don't know why he's not claiming. All right, so 2 spades, 6 hearts, diamond, 4 clubs, exactly like we counted it. We're 7 for 7, and we will be back in just a second. All right, we're back for round 8, board 15. We're playing against the Joyces. This is always kind of a fun round I get up for, a round where I often get my clock cleaned, but it's nice to play against extremely strong competition. All right, so we got another weak no trumper. We have no business getting in this auction. Dummy bid Stamen. Parker bids 2 diamonds. Just diamonds. So if Randy passes here, I'll imagine what he has is something like 4-4 in the majors with, oh, instead we're going to bid 4 hearts. Interesting. Since there's no alert, I guess this is natural, and he used Stamen because he's got spades also. So I imagine that North has 4 spades and 6 hearts here. We're going to see the dummy. We know that partner bid diamonds. Play the king. Yes, we got to drop the jack under this since we're playing standard. How many diamonds will Randy have? Hopefully 3, and I can rough the 3rd round. If he really does have 4 spades, interesting that partner didn't lead a singleton spade. So I guess Claire's spade, or I mean the diamond, otherwise partner would have certainly played a 3rd diamond. And we are going to see if the spade thing works. Hey, what do you know? So declare was 4 spades, 6 hearts, 2 diamonds, and a dry club. And he will now pull some trumps, perhaps losing to partner's singleton king now. Let's see what's going on. Nope. Looks like he just has the rest of the tricks, right? Yeah. Very nice defense by my partner there, and notice that we could figure out he had 4 spades and 6 hearts from the auction. All right, we are 8 for 8 on counting patterns. $10, and this is not an opening hand. It's awfully close with the good interiors. Or if you wanted to open this hand a heart, I guess that wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. Against that, you have an unprotected queen, and you're vulnerable against now. All right, so partner bids a spade. I think I could bid 2 hearts here and show this type of hand. Yeah, let's try that. And I think by inference, this has to have a little bit of spade tolerance, right? Because I don't know that my partner actually has any heart support. When he bids 3 diamonds, I assume we're now in a game 4, so I'm going to bid 3 no because I have the 4th suit well clogged up. We're going to check on the Joyce's convention card real quick. I think that they play upside down. Yep, and they play 4th best against no trump, and it doesn't look like any fancy leads. Okay, upside down count and attitude. Here's a 7 of clubs lead. Okay, so we're going to, let's count our tricks. We have 1 heart, we have 3 clubs, we have probably 4 diamonds, maybe 5 if we're super lucky. If I win the club in my hand and advance the diamond and he knocks out the club, that'll be fine. I've got a way back to my hand. Okay. 7 of clubs probably, I mean, it could be from Queen 9-7, but I bet it's from 7x or 7/3. Here's the queen. So 7 was, you know, let's Let's see if they have written down what they lead from, like 3 small or 4 small. It looks like mud. Okay, so it looks like that's probably the top of a doubleton, and right-hand opponent had queen 5th of clubs. Yeah, queen 9 5th of clubs. So we're gonna go ahead with this plan to knock out diamonds. She wins the king, and probably she had at least 3 of them. It would have been awfully gutsy to duck the. Okay, and the 9 of clubs back gives us the club suit. So looking like 2 clubs on our left, 5 clubs on our right. What do they lead from? Say like 5 small. The only thing it's consistent with, according to the convention card, is a doubleton. So now we have this problem of getting to the dummy. Excuse me, we don't have the problem. We're in the dummy, duh. Okay, so we're going to cash the diamonds while we're out there. So looking like South had 4 diamonds and 5 clubs. And North was 2-2 in the minors. And didn't major because those were our suits. It doesn't do any good. So he probably had 5 spades and 4 heart. There's a club though, so they didn't lead mud this time. So now it's consistent with 4 clubs and 2 diamonds. That didn't lead second highest. There's the 4th club. And there's no reason not to just take our tricks here. And we'll see what North had. This is incomplete information, so we're not going to assign either a win or a loss for this one. Yep, 4 clubs and 2 diamonds, like we said. And the 7's like, at least according to there's nothing wrong with this per se, but according to their convention card, he's got 4 small, and they would lead 4th best with that as the card that's bolded, but who knows? It's possible they haven't looked at this convention card in the last 6 months. I know I never pay any attention to my convention cards on here. Anyway, we made our contract, and we'll pause and be back for hand 17. All right, we're back for round 9. Partner bids a spade. We have 7.5 losers. We're going to give them a limit raise with this. And I imagine we are going to be taking this hand off from our exercise. Score sitting at 54%, so still in the range where we could go on a rampage here and win. Always a smart idea to have your 3rd cup of coffee at 8:30 in the evening. Can't quite seem to get my green ring filled in on my Apple Watch. Need a second walk in a day to do that, I guess. All right, I'm pausing this. This is not interesting from a counting perspective. Okay, so we had what was called a 5 or 7 hand here on board 17. We were either making 5 or 7, depending on where the location of the king of clubs. Luckily enough, it was in the place we wanted it to be. And with a 53.8% game, like if you told me we could bid a slam on a coin flip, I'd be all for doing that, because you need some stuff to go right to get into the money at this point. And he's claimed the rest of the tricks. He's just throwing his losing heart on the 4th round of clubs. And I'll pause again, because it doesn't look like this is going anywhere fast. All right, we're back for hand 18. I have a balanced 12 count with 5 spades. We don't have a game because partner couldn't open the bidding. You're bidding 1 spade pretty much no matter what. There's double on my left. Again, picture shortness in your suit and length in the others. So start with the model of 1 spade and 4 cards in the other 3 suits. Partner bids 3 spades. I'm pretty sure we play this as actually blocking, because if we had a limit raise, I think we play Jordan 2 no trump here. We actually might play Drury too. So I imagine 3 spades just kind of direct with some shape. Probably 4 trumps and a singleton somewhere and not much hand. Which means that North is very likely to have the best hand at the table. I'm just going to double again. And we're going to leave it in. And let's see what we've gotten ourselves into. All right, dummy's about what we were expecting, not much hand. Unfortunately, no shortness either. Got a doubleton heart. The opponents have a lot of hearts. So what's probably going on is the hearts are 4 on my left and 5 on my right, and North just has some huge hand here. All right, Jack of diamonds probably has the 10. Doesn't have the ace, might have the king. So no reason to. And the ace of diamonds must be South's only card. All right, so it looks like the diamonds are 5-1, and the hearts are 4-5. So right now I'm picturing North with 5 diamonds and 4 hearts. It's weird that she didn't lead hearts. She actually has the ace, king, queen. It's possible that South has the king of hearts, I guess. Certainly seems if I were North, I would have led ace of hearts if I had ace, king, queen. I'm taking preference over king, jack, 10, 5th of diamonds, but what do I know? I'm playing the king here to preserve the option to lead trump with the dummy via the jack of clubs. So use that now. And I don't see any. I mean, is there any way that South has the king of spades here? I don't think so. That would give North the ace of clubs and the ace queen of hearts. But am I really going to play to drop this? You know what? I think I am going to play to drop this. I'll lead the 10 just in case she wants to cover. He certainly shouldn't cover from length here. I lose that one. All right. So let's go ahead and motor up these spades. So now looking like North was 0, 4, 5, 4. South apparently had a 10 count with 5 hearts and passed the takeout double. It's a little weird. So I can draw trump and run the 9 of diamonds. So 0, 4, 5, 4 is what we're guessing for north here. How'd we do? 0, 5, 4, 4. Okay. No reason why it necessarily would have been that way. And our opponents are called for a bunch of hearts, aren't they? Yeah, we 70% for minus 300. We definitely belonged in hearts. Okay. I mean, technically I got it wrong, but there's no reason to get it right. It certainly seems weird that north with a spade, void, and 5 hearts didn't just bid hearts at some point. Okay, anyway, we have a 7 count balance. We're going to pass. Not sure I know who these people are. Craig from Allentown and Beth Dimler. We're back up to 57% here. Looks like we're the only person who bid the slam on 17. Yeah. Like I said, it was a 5 or 7 hand. But, when you need some stuff to go right for you, I certainly don't hate being in that slam. All right, a heart by partner double. I don't think there's any reason to bid a no trump here. I'm not good enough for it. So we imagine that South has 4 spades exactly here if they're playing standard negative doubles. North looks like they've located a spade fit, so the spades look like they're 4-4, which gives partner 2 spades and 5 hearts. And not 5 diamonds because he would have used like unusual no trump, or he would have bid 3 diamonds here. So probably something like 2-5-3-3 or 5-4-2 for partner. They are in a spot that they want to be in, so I'm going to double for takeout here. And if partner has a 4-card minor, I expect to hear that. If partner has the dreaded 2-5-3-3, I imagine he'll bid 2 no trumps scrambling, and then I'll scramble to, what am I going to scramble to? I guess I'll scramble to 3 clubs. And by the way, oh, okay, goes ahead and bids 3 hearts, so looking like maybe he's like 2-6 with 3-2 in the minors. The opponent's spades are almost surely 4 and 4. You know that much. Partner probably isn't 2-6-4-1 because he might have bid a minor with that. And if we get a 3rd pass here, we can take the hand off. We do. We'll be back in just a second. Oh, let's stick with it for just a second, talk about the opening lead here. Spades are 4-4 as we surmised. Partner 6-3-2-2 as we surmised. Queen of spades, unless they're doing something fancy, should show the jack, which means that north has the ace king of spades, south has the queen jack. Yeah. We'll be back for the next hand. All right, back for hand 20 here. We have 13 semi-balanced. Ugh, this is gross. Really don't want to open a diamond on this. So I think I'm going to treat this like a balanced hand and open a club and rebid a no trump. Partner bids a spade. We are going to give him a 3-card raise in spades. Notice too how I'm thinking about that, thinking about what the rebids are going to be before I make the opening bid. Always a decent exercise to get in the habit of doing. So preemptive, again, we assume that there are 6 hearts on our left. 7 baggers possible when they're vulnerable. Just going to back in with a takeout double here if it rolls back to us. South is in the tank though, so it looks like we've caught South a pretty good hand here. And a quick segue on that, like it is not ethical to hesitate if you have nothing to think about, in the hopes that your opponents will draw the conclusion that you have a big hand. I assume everyone was under that same impression, but just in case there was any ambiguity about it. All right, partner leads the queen of clubs. Remember, we lead Rusino, so well, it's my suit. He just leads standard in my suit. It's possible it's from Queen X, Queen Singleton, Queen Jack. Any of that makes sense. We get count here. So low from odd. We're missing all the diamonds, so probably North has the king of diamonds, because if partner had ace, king, or king, queen of diamonds, he might have led that. That's not for sure, but it's, you know, something definitely putting the odds in favor of. North definitely has like one of the diamond cards, because if partner had ace, king, queen, jack of diamonds, he certainly would have, you know, started with that. Partner's going to have some values on this and didn't make a negative double of 2 hearts, so I'm kind of tempted to think that the spades might be 3-3 also. I'm just going to discourage diamonds here. Confirm that North had 6 hearts. It looks like the jack of spades for sure. We're about to see the 5, I imagine. The 6 hearts, 3 spades. He is about to have a pitch coming on that, so we need to lead the 10 of diamonds now and get whatever diamond tricks we have coming going. It's a funny thing, this coming going. And the 10 in the middle of the hand is not Rusino, nothing fancy, just standard. I don't have the jack, I probably do have the 9. Partner plays the 6, but that's probably encouraging. We're missing a couple of spots underneath the 6. And there's a heads up partner thing to do. Pitches the king of diamonds to show that he's got the diamonds solid from here on out. Okay, so what that means is he's got the queen and the jack, which means that declare can't have more than 3 diamonds, but we knew that already. Okay, the king of clubs, sure, cashing, right? If partner had 5 clubs and a decent hand, he would have bid 3 clubs over 2 hearts. So this one's cashing, and then we'll see if our diamond's cashing as well. Certainly looking like North had 3 spades, 6 hearts, 2 diamonds, 2 clubs. That's it. We can claim for him. $36-22. And we're 9 for 9 and on to the last round. Oh, wow, and I got duped in the spade suit. Declare never had the jack of spades. Whoops. Was I supposed to figure that out? Anyway. We got the shape right. I wonder if we can trade that in for any match points. We're at 56.5 and going to the last round here. We have 15 balanced, 4-4 in the majors. Partner wins 3-0, and again, this is a framing lead a major auction. We'll see if we find out what kind of signals they play. Upside down count and attitude. Fourth best against no trump, but it looks like standard honor leads. All right, the 4 of diamonds is either from a 4-card suit or a 5-card suit. We see the 2, but we don't see the 3. And wow, we don't have many tricks here. The queen of diamonds wins, we might be up to 9. I'm tempted to think it's a 5-card diamond suit because you would normally lead a major against this. Is there any reason I need to play the queen now, or I could play it later? I duck this and they do that. Guess I actually maybe need to play it now. And then what's our plan of attack? Duck a spade, I guess. All right. Well, that's no good. So let's just 4 clubs, a heart, 2 spades, and a diamond. Just play diamonds right back at them. See if they'll suicide squeeze themselves. Certainly imagine that North has 3 to go with that 4. No, she let a 4-card diamond suit. So certainly now she doesn't have a 4-card major, but she also doesn't have a 5-card suit if she let a 4-card diamond suit, which means that she's either 3-2 or 3-3 in the majors. Don't think we need these hearts. Alex will shift to a heart here. No matter what he plays, I'm ducking. And the 3-back should have the implication that it's safe to keep on leading these, partner. There's the 6 of clubs to avoid the club suit. Maybe. They'll need the club suit to break 3-3. So what I'm definitely doing at this point is ducking a spade, right? 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. There's no hard spade squeeze. So I'm actually going to squeeze for down 1 here, I think. There's no way I have the rest of the tricks possible, is there? No. Notice here that it's sort of irrelevant that we're in 3 no trump. Like, we just have no shot at 9 tricks, so we're going to try and make 8. Everybody else is going to have the same auction. I mean, not literally everybody, maybe, but it's not like anyone did anything weird here. And Alex is in the tank. So we've seen them both show up with 4 diamonds and 1 card in each of the side suits. Alex says he officially has no idea what's going on. Kind of tends to make me think he's not looking at 9/3 club. All right, so we win that. The spades were 3, and then we try to run the clubs if they weren't. Yeah, okay, so spades were just 3-3. Actually, like, I'm not too terribly disappointed with down 1. I was the only one at the table who wasn't 4-3-3. Isn't that cool? How is -50 doing so far here? Yeah, there's some people down too. It's a little bit below 50. All right, anyway, back here, we're going to use Stamen to try and locate a 4-4 major fit, and basically our job for the night is done. I'm going to cut off the video after we talk about the implications of, I hope I'm saying that right, implications. I believe that's right. I believe direct and indirect works that way. Of Alex's opening lead. We'll post it on the RBC email, and hopefully you guys will get something good from this. I've enjoyed doing this. It's kind of fun to go through different exercises, just focusing on different aspects of the game. It's a good drill. We're going to bet 3 no trump here. Tell partner we enjoyed the game. Alex will have an opening lead on the table in about 2 seconds. 5 of diamonds. I mean, who knows? He's not going to lead a major probably when I have shown majors on the auction, so I don't know what we can read into this. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. This is counting. We went 9 for 9 in our exercise, and clues that you can put together from the opening lead. Remember, think of your job in a bridge hand, whether you're defending or declaring, as detective work. You're trying to figure out what the unseen hands are, and your job when you're the dummy is take some time and clear your brain so that you'll be ready to do detective work on the next hand. All right, guys, take it easy. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you soon.